Hola a todos. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. Your hosts today. I'm Jonny.
And I'm Tom.
And I'm Tadeo.
We're three American expats coming to you from the beautiful city of Buenos Aires, Argentina. The podcast about nothing with some expat life, news, and comedy thrown in. This is the first official episode of
The Velvet Hammer. Okay, let's go.
What are we getting into this week?
What's going on?
Oh, well, Happy New Year, everyone.
Oh, Happy New Year to y'all.
Yes, thank
everybody.
you. Wow. Oh, what a wild New Year it is so far.
It's crazy. The whole fucking world is at war.
Yep, well, you're telling me.
They're blowing it up. They're killing people everywhere, but not in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
We're having a good time down here.
It's nice and calm. It's a nice summertime. Not too humid yet. 90 degrees outside.
It's hot as hell. Trust me, it's hot. It's hot. Today was a nice day, but it's gonna get burning out.
Yeah, I guess so. It's gonna get hot,
Yeah.
but we'll have to deal with that. You know, I would gladly exchange a hot summer day for nuclear fallout.
Oh, true. True. Absolutely.
That's no problem with me.
Absolutely. Oh,
You've
wow.
heard this. We're getting steps and steps closer to war out there. It's getting wild.
Yeah,
all of that, like North Africa and Middle East. Ugh, ugh.
Everywhere.
It's really
They're
disturbing.
fucking just going crazy.
Yeah. What's
You
wrong?
know,
What is it?
That prick in North Korea, he's going to kick it all off. Son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un. Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God.
But anyhow, enough of that reality.
Yeah,
Let's have some fun.
Let's talk about the good life. The good life.
The good life.
Speaking of the good life, if you're ever here in Buenos Aires for the summer, the mosquitoes
Leave.
are...
Oh, God.
Just leave.
They're carnivorous.
Yeah, they attack like nothing. We went to the park the other day and a girl asked us for off because she had like 16 or 17 little just eating her legs up, the poor girl. I felt really bad. And she used the whole can.
I saw one of the street people here on Avenida de Macho. He was sleeping there, and he was just a flattened corpse. They took all...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They took all his blood.
They took it all.
You know? And it's like...
Some,
It's a swarm of them. They come on you.
Yeah. Ooh, they're mean.
And you know what? They sold out of off at like the other night we went to like 5 Dias, couldn't find any. I still am going to Dias and women are in there asking, well, all people are asking. Still you can't find off.
Yeah.
It's
true.
It's amazing because there's so many mosquitoes. It's just this year. Last year was not this bad.
It wasn't actually.
Because
I don't
you
remember
weren't
being this bad.
You weren't here. Were you here last year?
Yeah, I
You
was
were
here.
here?
But I don't remember the mosquitoes.
Oh, you came back.
Yeah, they weren't that bad.
Yeah, see, they weren't that bad.
Yeah.
It's seriously so bad.
The mosquitoes in Buenos Aires are much better than the mosquitoes in Italy. Okay? Got a house in Italy, right? The mosquitoes there are called zanzare, and they come from Africa. Somehow they make that trip across the Mediterranean, and they come up, and you can't even see the mother.
Badass.
They're so small, but when they bite you, you itch for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, see, in Buenos Aires, it's only 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, if you get some bites, and you can kind of feel when they're biting you, and you can slap them off and all that. But 2 hours later, it's all gone.
I've got some these are like from last week.
Jesus.
Bad. Yeah, I've got a lot. I've got
He's
one
showing
that's
us his wealth. They're terrible.
Yeah, I've got horrible ones.
Oh, wow.
Do they itch?
Yeah, they still itch. But it's like when I'm sleeping, if I'm not spraying myself and having a fan, they will come in and bite. And that's what I have to be careful. Because when I'm sleeping, then I don't know. And they like stay on you and they suck and they suck and they suck until they like all their germs enter your blood and they get all what they need.
Okay, so
Nasty.
Yeah, so I went to the fabric stores over on Pueyrredon and Lavasha streets.
Yeah. The fabric.
There.
Yeah, the fabric district right there.
I bought all this mosquito netting specifically for mosquito netting. It's like 54 inches wide. So I don't know. I bought like 20 yards of it, right? And cut it up, and I got a hula hoop at one of the toy stores and made a mosquito net for my bed.
Nice.
Nice
But,
one. That's a good
but
idea.
the problem was,
Hanging off the top.
one night there was this gap in
no.
there.
Oh,
and so mosquitoes came in and they bit me. And so I closed the gap.
then
And
they
what
were
I essentially did was
trapped them
I trapped them
yourself.
inside.
Oh,
and so for
no.
the next 2 nights, I got everything closed. I'm very careful, and I'm still getting eaten.
Oh no!
Because they're just
And I'm like, holy shit!
They're trapped inside with you.
They come and have a nice dinner, you know.
Oh no!
Cordon bleu and all that. I mean, cordon bleu blood.
Right. Oh.
So I got some of that aerosol. They got Raid aerosol.
That you can
spray it out.
Spray it out.
Oh,
and that helps a lot.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Spray your net down. Yeah.
I read this morning that they're nuking mosquitoes here in Buenos Aires.
What?
Yeah, so there's a group of scientists. They have like the science, what do you call it, laboratory, and they breed mosquitoes, separate the males from the females, and they irradiate the males and fucking sterilize them. And then they send them back, and they have no more like reproductive value. They mate, but they don't make any children. And so they're doing this, and they're hoping.
That doesn't sound all bad.
Yeah. So they're trying not to destroy all the mosquitoes, but they're trying to lower the population because there's so many diseases.
Okay.
So
Well, they had something similar to the U.S. They used to put in ponds or any part of stagnant water, they would put in this kind of sound device that would emit this vibration that would destroy all mosquito eggs.
Interesting. Wow.
Which would stop. That would stop mosquitoes. Like, we are trying everything we can to stop these fucking mosquitoes. It's like the number one
detriment to the quality of life.
Actually, the number one killer of mankind is mosquitoes.
Wow.
Not even man. More than man kills man, mosquitoes kills man. Yeah, kill man. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Close. Mother.
Yeah.
In the same article, I think that they said 35 people died last year in Buenos Aires. City, from mosquito-related disease.
It was like,
and 130,000 more just were infected and got really sick.
It was in the north. They died in like Tucumán in the north. People, like 33 or 35 people died up there. It was kind of getting scary.
You have to understand, dear listeners, that in the north, in South America, is where it's hotter.
True. That's true.
In North America, you go to the north, it's colder because
that's right.
You got to change your direction.
The north of South America is hotter. That's right.
I didn't understand. Like, why do you have mosquitoes? I guess there's still mosquitoes in California where we were at. So
that's true. Yeah.
And there's less, I guess, access to. Here in Buenos Aires, we have access to everything. In the north, you have a little less access. So
to like health and stuff.
Most health care and doctors. So
I grew up in a little town in Kansas. Okay, like 12,000 people, and in the summertime we had a mosquito problem. We were out in the middle of the desert, but there was water around. There were a lot of mosquitoes, and so there were city trucks that would drive through the city, and they had these big fans that were probably 2 feet across, and they would blow mosquito killer up into the trees and everything. And as a child, we would go out and stand on the edge of the street and put our arms out and let them spray us with these. It's probably why I am the way I am today. Jesus. My God, I was totally poisoned at 8 years old.
Wow.
I've never been the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they made a point in this article. That's one of the reasons why they're trying to irradiate them and lower the population is because they don't want to put pesticide all over the place because it's detrimental to human health.
Well, Tom's
Exhibit A. Here I am.
Right. Hey, well, if you're still kicking, Jesus.
No problem.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, the mosquitoes are crazy.
Oh, yeah,
and what else about Argentina?
The Supreme Court put an injunction on Milei's big book of new rules.
An injunction?
Come on.
Yeah.
For everything?
I think so. They stopped it because now the court has to decide whether it's legal for him to make this big book of rules without congressional approval.
Omnibus.
Yeah.
They call the omnibus. Yeah, that's it.
Congress is trying to look at it and do something, but no one is sure. Like, do we have? Like, how weird is this? They don't even know. Like, do we have the ability to like override this?
Wake up! Milei is doing the right things. Come on. We had inflation in 2023 was what 185%. Now that's translating down. That's even affecting.
Yeah, it was 40% in December alone. I mean, but that's because he.
But it's difficult for people. It's very difficult. People are resisting this shit because if you're paying way more for your milk, your cheese, your butter, your sugar, your coffee, your tea, people are struggling to live and they're hating this.
Yeah, and I'm very sensitive to that. Yeah. And so I saw something.
There's a lot of resistance on it, and that's what I was saying. Maybe the courts are still a bit more left leaning, even though Milei is kind of to the left. Also, he's a very open market.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this. Okay, so there comes a point in people's lives where your credit cards are maxed. You have no more credit. You're paying, a couple $1,000s a month just in interest on these things.
Yeah.
And so, but in America, an individual can bankrupt and avoid all of that.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Argentina can't bankrupt because it's the top of the bank.
Yeah.
They're one of the what is it called, the United Monetary Fund or
Oh,
something.
they're part of the IMF.
IMF, yeah. Okay.
Oh, they got an IMF loan.
You can't bankrupt as a country.
Yeah, because they're locked into the
That IMF is on your ass. Oof.
Yep.
IMF, baby.
In fact, the delegation comes in today.
That's true. They are visiting.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they came in today to restart talks, and they're saying they're thinking of a $5 billion bridge loan for their next couple payments. But they have talks to up to $40 billion over the course of
What does this mean? What does that mean for us? Give me some insight on that.
It means hopefully less inflation.
So,
Well, the thing, but
does it put us deeper in their pockets? Like deeper, we're still indebted?
And the interest on this is going to be nutcasey. But if they say if Milei continues on austerity measures, and he brings down all this government payment stuff, hopefully more tax money will go into paying off the loans and making a better economy for Argentina versus just paying the people as a socialist country. And
that's kind of the problem, yeah.
And also, they're supposed to attract a lot more businesses too, because now the IMF is giving a bigger loan.
Yeah.
There's also less austerity measures, so there's more commercial availability. So now more people from other countries can come in and start their businesses.
But is that good?
Like we're doing?
Yeah, but other countries is not always the best because the people are still poor. Argentinians, there's like a class of Argentinians who are rich and they gain all the money, but the poor Argentinians are getting kind of nothing from that.
The business owners will probably always own the caste. But I mean, they will.
So
be
it's
paying,
a caste system.
They will
Lord.
pay Argentinians to work, and some of those they'll get a better education. They'll be able to make their business.
So it's like the first days of America.
And in time, Argentinians
Gotta restart.
Will come back to owning their own businesses.
It's kind of like the Industrial Revolution. Okay, in the United States was a real turbulent time because people were asked to leave their farms where they grew their own vegetables, butchered their own cows and sheep and all that. Well, no sheep in America, but they did like this, and then they were expected to go to work in the cities, in factories, and there was a lot of turmoil during this time.
There was child labor, really low wage
and
labor,
a lot of people died in riots for this. It was like a revolution. In fact, I've read things. They talk about the IT revolution being comparable to the Industrial Revolution. That is changing so many things that people have got to get a handle on.
Yeah. Oof. Well, I mean that. So if this then is the beginning of this turbulent time for Argentina, then there's probably there's a really good, bright future ahead. If they can get their shit together and really
believe that.
Ooh.
I really believe that.
I came here and I'm working and we're starting a business. We believe in the people here.
Sure.
And we're willing to talk. I mean, we have so many Argentine
people are
friends that work
beautiful
with us.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, they're intelligent.
Yeah.
They're educated. And physically, they're beautiful.
True.
My God, I'll tell you this: you're not going to find any more beautiful women in any country in the world than in Buenos Aires. Because give me a minute. Okay.
I can hear some more. I can hear some of our listeners
Where See, they're a mix. They're a mix because back in the the 19-teens and the 1920s, Argentina was pretty much populated by migrants from Italy and Spain. And so everybody came over, and Italian women are beautiful and Spanish women are beautiful, but when you mix the blood together, oh my God.
Yeah, they just become more beautiful.
For all you heteros out there, let me tell you something. I don't know about
homos,
the guys.
Darling. Even you homos, these boys are ruckus.
Maybe Jonny can give us some more information about
I'm going to send that one to my brother on this one.
I mean, we did actually look into that the other day, didn't we? It was the Great Lightning that happened here.
Oh, explain.
The Great Lightning. So they had a lot of African slaves and people here, and so they encouraged them to lighten up. So a lot of interracial marriages were, other than like in the United States where interracial marriage was shut down, here it was encouraged in order to lighten the baby. Jonathan's a big favorite of that. He likes being
Lighten.
Lighting, as in like. So
they
a dark
wash
person is with a lighter person, so that the babies come out lighter, and then have to keep it until the kids are white.
Until the kids are basically white, but they still have some. Yeah, so there's still some blatant black genes out there.
Babies.
I was pretty sure a lot of
I'm not
Argentinians
seeing
have
any
some.
benefit in that.
I don't either.
Why would they want to do that?
I think that's why. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. People like white people, and white people obviously get to less racism, more opportunity. So let's whiten out our blood so that our kids have a better chance at life.
Yeah, I think it's probably this. Okay, white people have better tools to kill people.
This is true.
Yes.
It's not that black people don't want to kill people, but white people can kill people. But they had guns, and they had armies and all this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And their tanks and their guns.
Very violent attitude, like let's imperialize. Everyone's like, you know what, we like
imperialism.
Like, everyone liked their tribes.
That's how it
like,
goes.
People don't want to get out of their tribes. So like, why do we have to go live in your big society? We like our tribes.
A guy there was this one scientist who did this study on monkeys and apes, and he found out that a part of their brain was responsible for how big of a group they were naturally comfortable in. So certain like gorillas are comfortable with like maybe 30 gorillas.
Okay.
And humans are supposed to be comfortable with around 150 other people. So like a tribe is essentially, yes, a tribe.
150 people.
But when you go to a city and there's like 150 million, there's like, Jesus, in this city, well, not 150, but like, 1.5 million
Well,
or
there's
something like that.
17 million in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
So 17 million, huge amounts, like 100 times
that's
more than what you're used to in your normal, comfortable human brain.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's very interesting how we like respond to it, and people get like drunk and do drugs, and people become and become really violent. They jump out of buildings. Like there's so much.
I can't deal with this. I'm checking out.
Yeah, checking out.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
Like I'm way past my 150%.
I like that. See you next Tuesday.
I mean, I don't know.
Or they just become really violent. They do these weird shootings, and even here we had like recently there was a thing that happened here.
Well, there's two things that happened here recently. They were gang related. Somebody was beat up. Somebody named Tomaso was actually killed by a gang. And I watch the news in Buenos Aires because it helps me with my Spanish. I learn Spanish. I can read the subtitles underneath and kind of understand what they're talking about.
Right.
But you don't see somebody walking into a McDonald's and offing, 17 people.
Yeah, or a school.
Or a school.
I don't think they even ever. Never.
Yeah, I don't think they've had a school shooting here.
No.
There's a cultural centro
Centro Cultural.
bombing that happened back in like 1994.
Oh, wow. And that was a while back. And
It was a Jewish one too.
Yeah, it was a more turbulent time.
It was like a religious bombing.
Yeah. So it was religious aimed.
It's not like a crazy person just gets a gun and goes shoots up
for the hell of it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's usually here. It's politically motivated.
Yeah, or
it's a different level.
The political history of Argentina. If you get a chance, look at some movies. There's a great movie out there. It's called Argentina 1974.
Yeah, that became really popular.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
seen
It's
this?
really
I
good.
haven't watched it yet.
They
were advertising it everywhere. I need to watch it. Yeah.
It's a trial. It's like a 2-hour movie, and it follows the lawyer or the prosecutor, the federal prosecutor, that is going after the people that were in power, the presidents and the people in power of the armies and all that stuff. In the movie's called Argentina 1984. 84 or 85. I don't know.
Okay,
But,
I was thinking
there was
that's
a military
Stick with the
regime here.
comments.
And people put up with a lot of shit. A lot of people died.
Yeah, they had like a dictatorship. They had military coups. They did so much shit. And they went like the Peronism. Like
funded by the U.S.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Kissinger.
They don't
like Kissinger.
R.I.P. Kissinger. He gone.
At the time in the States, I liked Henry Kissinger because he was helping us with the Vietnam War. That was our problem. But at the same time, they were doing all these imperialistic
wasn't even a problem. Vietnam was a country, bro. We just decided to invade them and no, they were. We lived like 1,000 miles away from Vietnam. Vietnam was not a problem. Come on, Kissinger was an asshole.
Okay, so I was like 15 years old.
I don't
15
know.
years
I don't
old
know.
during the Vietnam War, and we always talked about it being Dow Chemical and U.S. Rubber.
Oh, so it was two.
Those two companies
fighting.
had so much money invested
they were just trying
in
to get-
Vietnam.
They wanted their resources.
They wanted to keep their investments there.
That's what it
and
was.
well, that's what.
So they lobbied the U.S. government.
The
to create a
urban
war.
myth of the time was that the only reason we were in Vietnam was because of those corporations.
Which
That-
seems like
Which makes sense,
Yeah, that makes sense to
that
me.
probably
Yeah.
still makes sense for the United States.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. I think people are getting smarter now. Like, especially now with technology and things like Facebook, Twitter, and all these social networks where people can talk to each other over the course over miles and miles and millions of thousands of miles. People are getting more privy to what's actually going on. So, like, the power of, like, the CIA and the NSA and other, not secret organizations, but sort of coup-creating organizations like that, they're starting to lose power because people are more privy. They're like, whoa. That's not us. You guys are trying to do that to us.
Okay.
What's going on here?
If you think they're losing power, you're missing out on the whole concept.
I think
They
so.
are
I think
transferring their power
to the social networks.
Well, they're going to a level
Yeah.
above this.
Yeah.
And that's
they can see
what they're
they
everything.
still have the power.
Yeah, they're changing from old school tactics to more new school tactics.
But if they can read
Yeah.
everything you write,
True.
they have you're putting all your public shit out there. And I know that what you're saying is true because what Tom is saying is a bit true because they're definitely above Facebook. They definitely have some people in
I'm not
Facebook
saying
and in
they're, like-
Instagram and Twitter and etc.
Yeah, I didn't mean they're losing power as in they're less effect. They're just they're not doing.
They're gonna
that
change their
old school
ways.
shit that they used to do because it doesn't work no more.
gonna
So they
come
have
in.
to get to a new, different thing that we're gonna have to learn about and get on top of.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
But yes, yeah.
That's what
We were talking about, we better change this to a lighter subject.
Yeah,
You were
'cause
talking about movies
They're
recently.
definitely gonna come hunt us down now.
Yeah, it's like, ooh.
If I wind up dead in the ditch, you know who did it.
Well, I'm writing a new book. I published 4 books, and 3 books are in a series. I'm going to get 9 books, and my latest book, it's like alien corporations come to Earth and they affect an apocalypse and take all the good people back to their planets. Okay, so I came up with an episode last night when I was writing in the book, and the hero. By the way, his name is Tommy. I'm always the hero. It's
Look at you.
Write about what you know, right? So he goes home with this girl, and they've gone to Saturn. They're in the middle of Saturn. Okay, this is going to be a movie someday, folks. Yeah. And he goes home with this woman and wakes up and wants to have a cup of coffee and can't find in the kitchen anything there. And so it turns out there's an organizor. Okay, which is a mind. It's a machine that will create what you want. And it pops up out of the kitchen countertop.
So it's
I want a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But the speech patterns don't work with it. And what has happened, and this is on Saturn, and it's millions of years in the past. Okay. Is when this occurs.
Not too many spoilers now.
Not
too many spoilers now.
So, but what you have to. So the woman gets up that he spent the night with, and he comes in and says, "Oh, you have to," and it immediately produced a cup of coffee for her. And she says, "Oh, you have to sync with the ordinador," is what it's called.
Okay.
The ordinador. And what you do, it takes about 30 seconds. You put these sensors on your head, these microphones and stuff, and it takes all of the information, all the things you like out, and puts it into the ordinador.
And it can make
so when you walk out. And the gist of this is that, we talk about Google tracking where we go, where we drive, what we look for, and all this personal information, they call it now, that advertisers use to target us.
Yeah.
But this concept took them to another level to where you just give your entire being to this little ordenador.
And it just does whatever you want.
And what does it do with your information after that? After it knows everything about you? Who knows?
That's scary.
Tommy says, I don't think I'm going to do that. That's a regression.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, as I was like getting near moving here from the U.S., I was thinking like, I don't like it. And it was back in 2018. It was getting kind of like nutso. Like Facebook was going crazy with people's information. They were scanning every single photo you put on there and selling these facials. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know. They never told us what they did. But I was like, whoa, I think I'm going to just like back up. I killed my Facebook. I killed my Instagram. I killed it all.
Really?
I just killed it all. I was like, you know what? And I was like, delete my information now. And I created a new account.
That's 5 years ago.
Yeah. I created new accounts with all the privacy settings turned on. I was like, okay, now I'm like, I have a new fresh start.
Is
I
that
had to erase all because it was. I was like, no, I don't like. And I was like, well, as Facebook said, they kept all my everything on my account for like a couple of years or something.
Yeah, you can't delete your Facebook. You can like log out and never come back.
No,
but
you go to the bottom, go delete my account, and they say, would you like all the data we have on you? You
but
say
they
yes.
save
You
it.
download this big gigantic file of all your photos and every post you ever posted, and they say we're going to hold your deleted account for this amount of time before it actually gets deleted. But
And
then
it's never deleted.
probably
They,
who
they-
knows?
they don't delete.
They probably have some redundant backup somewhere with my old
Oh,
account.
sure, because it may come handy later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. God.
oh, look at this post he
frightening.
posted 10 years ago,
Yeah.
15 years ago. Oh,
Yeah.
let's
Oh yeah.
push him down.
Oh, now one day I'm a politician. They're like, oh wait. I
Yep.
was like,
Remember
huh,
what he said
I thought I
about
deleted
social
that.
justice?
I thought I deleted that.
Nope.
No, I personally believe years ago they said all your emails are still saved. Any email you sent is somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
And they can find it.
Yeah.
Pro-
And, I mean, even if you delete your email, it's probably still in your recipient's email.
God.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Well,
it's so
Google just recently stopped
So creepy.
saving the information from the Google Maps, where you go and all this, and you know the CAPTCHA things,
Oh, yeah.
CAPTCHA, where
Yeah.
you say, oh, this is a stop sign.
Right.
Pick all the pictures that are a stop sign.
Yeah,
or something
authorizing
like
you're
that.
human.
Because they have enough already.
Oh, God.
Now, previously, for many years, when you do that, that information went directly to Google, and it was teaching their computer how to drive cars.
Yeah. Wow.
And pick all the pictures that have pedestrians in them, and it went in and immediately went to Google.
Yeah.
But now they've stopped
And a
that.
bicycle.
They have enough.
Like we got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still?
We have like a 99%. We have 99% accuracy. Actually, I've recently been getting them where it's a puzzle. They're like, put the puzzle pieces together. And I'm like, oh, now this is freaky. Because now that I know
That's
that they're
weird.
using this to train AI, now they're going to train
Yeah.
AIs to put puzzles together. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, this is creepy. Creepy.
I'm missing on that one.
This is
That one
creepy.
went right over my head.
Oh.
Puzzles, put puzzles.
Yeah, it's like drag the puzzle piece to where it should be.
Yeah, it gives you like 4 puzzle pieces and there's only 3. And then you drag the correct ones and then it's like, oh, you're human and it lets you go.
Oh, it's like you got an F in one corner, you got a U in another corner, and a C,
No,
and
like
a K,
it's like
and
a
you put it. It
picture.
says, "Fuck you, Google." Oh, you win.
Right.
You put the puzzle together.
Look at you dumbass. You're obviously a fucking human. Look at you, like, oh, you learned to make a puzzle when you were 3, you little dumb fuck. Now you can use the internet now. You have permission to look at this website. Well, damn. Thank you so much. All I needed was a fucking map. And I had to go through a puzzle to get there.
It's all a puzzle. Man, we're so controlled.
puzzling,
We don't
yeah.
know how much control they have over us. But you know, we're sitting here with the velvet hammer,
Right.
and we're just having fun.
Hey,
And by
you
the
know-
way, we are drinking Brahma beer.
Yes, it is the midway point. Let's do a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do a little.
Like a
let's do a little capitalist.
Yeah, a little
Advertising.
shameless capitalist plug.
But we like it.
Right? Why not?
Tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do. Drink Brahma beer.
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever
That's-
find yourself traveling,
That's advertising at its simplest.
Right.
Okay, it's not girls at the pool. It's not music. It's not dancing. They want to say drink Brahma beer. That's all there is to it. Yeah,
Drink Brahma.
You got to respect.
What do they say? La cerveza más suave y refrescante. The beer more smooth and refreshing. The most refreshing and smooth beer. Ladies and gentlemen, Brahma. If you ever find yourself, please use Travelocity or Expedia. Hi, shameless product plug.
Yeah, and Brahma's kind of like Coors back in the States.
It
you know?
is.
It is smooth beer. And it's good beer, and the price is right.
Right.
And,
the price is right. Yeah, this is
price
the beer.
is right.
We drink this beer every time we do a podcast.
Yeah, I think we also
on the labels, they have pictures of music artists.
Oh yeah,
And
there's summer
they have
editions.
different series of cans that come out, and they're promoting this particular Argentine artist, and that's their kick. Of course, Brahma is made by Quilmes, which is the biggest brewer in Argentina.
Yeah, they're like the Budweiser of
They're a
Argentina.
wonderful company. They really are.
Yeah, they make good beer.
They give us what they want.
Yeah, and they sponsor lots of artistic projects and events. So
Sure.
it's like Budweiser. They're the Budweiser of down here. I wouldn't be shocked if they were owned by Anheuser-Busch. I wouldn't be shocked. Like some subsidiary under some other subsidiary under some subsidiary, and then there's Cuba. It's like, oh wow, look at that.
Back in the States,
Follow up.
Bud Light's getting hit because they had some commercial at the Super Bowl, right? The like transgender shit. You know?
Oh, yeah,
And
the Bud
Budweiser, the guys are sitting in the corporation headroom, you know, the corporation,
Yeah.
and they're saying, "Oh, that ain't shit. That's a mosquito on my knee."
Like, all right,
Okay,
next.
we'll deal with it.
Yeah,
We got
move on.
Argentina, we got Europe, we got China, we got it everywhere.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do find yourself here on a hot, sweltering Buenos Aires day, find your nearest dia or restaurant and find a Brahma.
Oh, you're bringing Dia into this.
Just in case, because they do sell them cheaper.
Dia and Carrefour are everywhere in the world. We have Carrefours in Italy. We have Dia's
Carrefour
in
is
Italy.
France.
Carrefour's French.
Dia is there too?
I don't know
Yeah.
what Dia is.
Good grocery stores. Just sometimes the prices are good. Sometimes you got to go to the Chinos,
Yeah,
the
it's like
independents.
It's kind of like a Safeway or an Albertsons or a Harris Teeter, I guess they have in.
Yeah.
It's just like a grocery store.
It's bigger than that. Yeah.
Small.
Oh, you know Lidl?
Safeway's huge like Carrefour. That much I know.
Lidl, Lidl. It's a German grocery store.
Don't know that one.
Oh, they're all over the United States now. They're all over Europe. And it's a really nice place. You can go in there and you can buy bread that's still warm in a big grocery store.
Yummy.
Right?
Yummy.
Yeah, well, they're closing all their stores in the UK, and I just can't understand that.
Maybe they just got like,
I don't know. That sounds like the Mexican stores out in California, like Cardenas.
Ooh, Cardenas.
Yeah, one's called Cardenas. You can go buy hot tortillas and you can see them making them, and you can just if you
so
wait like a minute,
good.
she'll put
I
a whole
miss
new
Mexican
fresh
food
batch.
in Argentina.
That's one thing I do miss.
That's one downer about Buenos Aires. You really can't get a nice crunchy taco.
Oh yeah. Well, surely by the time you guys get here, actually maybe not by the time you are true first listeners, but after a couple seasons, we will have opened a Mexican restaurant just for you, and we will definitely do shameless capitalistic product plugs.
Hell yeah!
Because we are shameless capitalists.
Shameless capitalistic product plug. SCPP. Hashtag SCPP.
SDPP.
SEVP.
So when you hear the acronym SDPP,
Shameless capitalistic product
you
plug.
can kind of tune out if you're on that far left thing, and you're going, oh, shit, they're going to ruin the planet,
Oof.
If you didn't recycle that plastic water bottle, you're going to cause the end of the world.
Oh my God! Kill him now!
We're all
Kill
going
him,
to be
string him up!
frying in 130-degree temperature because of you. You did not recycle that plastic bottle.
No!
What the fuck's the matter with you?
God.
Oh, you know what? Here I watched a thing recently on the recycling that happens in Buenos Aires, and they have the biggest waste. I guess it's called a dump out here. It's called La Quema, and it's full of They just put all the recycles in there and all the trash in there. And it's getting overflowingly full. It's a mountain now, and they're trying to build it somewhere else in a community, and these people are very against it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, we had a waste plant near our house. It was in the hill, like in the hills. It was basically a mountain of waste.
Yeah.
And so it's called La Quema out here, and apparently every Argentinian person produces 1.2 kilograms of waste every day.
What?
Which is like,
That's a lot.
I thought that,
That's
I think
3 pounds.
yeah, it's like 3 pounds. Yeah. And I think it also includes, that includes like human waste maybe too.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
are
not
they
sure.
including
Yeah.
the toilets?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
What is
Right,
that?
because no,
What does that include?
that goes to the sanitarium.
3 pounds is.
I can have a thing
on
on. Yeah,
I
please, that's not
I
too
know
bad.
a lot of people walk around with
You have a
their
10-pound shit.
reusable bags, but I do know, you go to a verduleria, you get one
You get a plastic bag,
for
yeah.
every vegetable you buy. A lot of Chinos will give you a plastic bag after you go and buy some chips or something.
Yeah,
And if you eat
and,
a bag of chips, I guess that's some trash.
but then
2
everything
beers,
here
you
is
get 2
sold in
cans of
small.
beer.
Everything
2
is
cans of beer now.
things are sold in smaller sizes here. So you buy
True.
to wash your clothes. It's a very small bag. You get 8
That's
washes.
true.
You're not getting the big bag. Your milk comes in a bag. Everything comes in a bag out here.
Oh, that's the weirdest. The milk comes in
true.
plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, milk. They're like little breasts of milk.
I've
They're
never
big
bought
breasts,
milk
but
in a
yeah.
plastic
Like
bag.
looks like a
It never.
breast
It
implant.
works. What do you
Yeah, it
want?
works.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
You have
just-
like a separate container you put it in. You stick it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
To hold it upright.
essential utensil in
Yeah.
any kitchen in Argentina is a pair of scissors.
Oh yes.
Because you have to cut
Everything is
All the
olives
plastics.
come in plastic bags. The olive
Ketchup,
ketchup,
mustard, mayo.
mayonnaise, everything comes in plastic
And you gotta
bags.
like snip the
yeah.
snip the corner out. That's true. Wow.
So there is a lot of plastic waste.
I guess
You know,
Oh,
so you,
wow.
I guess
You just
you know.
alienated all of the left wingers, the greenies. from
Oopsies.
Even thinking good things about Argentina. What? All that plastic? They don't need plastic. They need recyclable glass containers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but then
Then okay, well if all this shit's going to this dump, the quema,
Yeah,
then
la
what?
quema.
All these like homeless people that are crawling into dumpsters and taking out these like recyclables, where are they taking them?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a real good question.
They take out.
Yeah, like the
They've recently started taking out aluminum. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, they would
I've
like to-
never
Well, that's-
seen
that's the
aluminum
real
collectors.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aluminum.
oh yeah.
In the States. Here they were doing paper forever. And then, like the other day, we finally saw
cardboard.
people collecting aluminum. Like the other guy with our beers outside, he's like,
Yeah.
finally they're catching on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or maybe they're just starting to recycle aluminum now.
maybe. Oh wow. I
They have to be.
aluminum is starting to like pick up in price because everyone uses
Well,
aluminum.
Yeah.
It's
Aluminum. Yeah.
aluminum for cans, aluminum for like computers, like microphones and things. Everything. A lot of technology needs aluminum.
Pardon, aluminium, sorry.
Aluminum. Oh, I don't care. Wow. Yeah, but this is a thing. There were these large dumpsters on the side of the streets here in Buenos Aires and in other places around. And the garbage trucks will drive down, hook them on the top, and dump them. But these are huge things. And the homeless people are, and other
They're
people too.
subterranean. You've got. Well, at least in San Telmo they are. There's a thing that's probably about 4 feet tall, and you open it up like you're opening up a night depository at a bank. And you
Yeah.
put your stuff in, it goes down underneath the street. And so they pick that up, and you got this big.
wondering.
It's 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet container underneath the street, and they carry that over, and then they dump it out, and they put that.
I was wondering how they did because I see some where they have the dumpsters on the street, but okay, so that because San Telmo's an old area, so it's probably from back in the day where everything was underground. Now,
Yeah.
now they just sit on the street. Just
It's a pretty concentrated area. San Telmo is
Yeah,
the center
that's
of
the
Buenos
thing.
Aires, and it's old. It's the first place Buenos Aires actually settled. A lot of old buildings, a lot of new buildings. You know, the 30-story things. So there are a lot of people that live there.
and there's not many trees though, which sets Palermo. I mean, Palermo and San Telmo. My friend was telling me they're about the same price now. It's getting way more more touristy in San Telmo. That it's almost equal price to Palermo, which I'm shocked about. I'm like, what? Palermo's supposed to be the most expensive, but really,
Palermo
starting
is
to pick up.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend was saying, it's starting to
It's
pick
dropping
up in
off.
San Telmo. It's starting to get expensive to live there.
We'll see what happens. You know.
Ooh, wow. Well, if you guys are traveling, a lot of good hotels in there.
What?
Hashtag SCPV.
Jesus, get it out.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't really roll off the tongue.
right. No, it doesn't. No.
But
Yeah, SCPV.
I'll tell you something that rolls off the tongue. Look at this. Oh, it's another Brahma beer.
Second round.
Oh, you can drink Brahma all night and get just as drunk as
Yeah,
anything else.
yeah, it's true.
That's a good beer.
Yeah, hey, I would agree with that. Okay, since this is our first official episode, and we're coming in on the first, this is the first week of January. We just had our big New Year's. What do you guys see, for the future of the U.S., for the future here, for your personal futures, what do you see for the future?
Nuclear war. I'm sorry, that's just all I see. They're gonna fucking blow it up sometime in late February, March, around there, and I'm glad I'm in Buenos Aires.
I hope not.
Well, you hope not.
Let's have a war.
You can
Let's have a nuclear war.
I'm telling you, it's just the way I feel and what I see. You know, they've been saber rattling for a long time. They have been saber rattling for 60 years, 70 years since the Cold War. You know, but this time it's pretty fucking serious.
He's correct on that one.
The world can't afford it. That's so much damage and destruction.
The world can't afford it. It's all we've been doing. The whole world's at war. Africa's at war. United States at war. Colombia, north of the north here is at war.
If they shoot off the EMPs, okay, electromagnetic pulse bombs, that knocks out electricity. They can't charge a cell phone. They can't do anything in their house. You know, so that kind of limits our audience. You know, from a personal standpoint.
Oh wow, ladies!
So come on down to South America. If you want to keep listening to us, come to South America.
I don't think
we're not in the middle of it. We're not even close to anything.
There's no reason to blow up anything down here. There's no reason. There's the big forests and all the food in Brazil. We've got all the lithium and water down here in Argentina. Chile has. Oh, actually, we've got gold too. Chile have
lithium as well.
Chile has lithium. Okay.
Wine.
Wine. That's right.
We need wine and
llamas. They spit on you, you know.
Watch the llamas. They spit.
They spit terrible.
Watch the llamas.
It slaps up against the side of your face. It's like from your hairline down to your beard. It's like, oh my god.
Subtle Aladdin reference. Watch the llamas. They spit.
What's his name?
One of my favorite Disney movies.
Robin Williams. Okay, anyways.
Okay, you say nuclear war. Wow. Maybe, yeah. I really hope not. I'm going to cross my fingers on that one.
Yeah.
Don't comment on what I said.
Oh, well.
Tell us
what's your
what
idea?
you have
I see
to give.
I see not an AI takeover, but I think I see a leap in AI so powerful that we can't control it. Not that it takes us over, but it becomes sort of
another war,
sort of uncontrollable. We get an AI that we stop being able to control, and then someone's gonna have to pull the fucking plug. We're gonna have to turn this motherfucker off. This thing goes rampant. It gets out on the internet.
Oh god, that sounds like Israel and Gaza.
Just starts doing whatever it fucking wants.
You know, you always talk about
Pandora's box.
You let us know.
Oh yeah.
Deliver that speech now, please.
Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if we offend you, please let us know, because we will talk about more of that. We will offend you more, because offense is our greatest power. The more you are offended, the more you will think different. The more you think different, the more you will change the world, hopefully for the better. So,
nice.
If we haven't offended you in the last 5 minutes, then we're not doing our job. Ladies, please take offense.
Ladies and gents.
Ladies and gents, yes. Hunties, I ain't leaving you out of this.
Well,
Please take
okay,
offense.
take offense at the fact that we only said ladies and gents, because there's all those other LGBTQ.
I do not mean to ostracize anyone. Honey, I'm a LGBTQS XYZ FYZ.
Oh, Jesus.
As you me who says tea, drinking some tea. I am all that shit. So don't worry, babies.
We are the world.
That was probably.
We are
I think that might actually.
That was probably.
Yeah, good. At least someone's gonna take offense in it. Fine.
Yes, I have done my job.
Okay.
I definitely offended tons of people with that.
Yeah. Let us know.
Hey, yeah, please.
We care. We really care.
Yeah. Because the more offense, the more you're thinking. Because offense comes from thinking. Offense comes from the truth. So, all right. Well, so you see nuclear war. I see rampant AI that we can't control. Like that one that taught itself a new language. What was it?
Pakistani or Bangladeshi.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's racist.
All right, so
let's see.
What do you see?
I see it. I'm gonna put it. Funnily, I can put it. I see like a takeover of like.
Of course, the comedy.
All modern governments are taken over by the people. Like there's these uprisings of the people, and they start taking over the governments. But I'd rather put it more funny. Like I think like Taylor Swift and Lil Xanax are gonna like lead this like weird ass uprising and like take over the government and change the world, because maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. I don't know.
I can see that. I
see uprisings. Oh no! Well, Taylor Swift's have
one on the left and one on the right.
Oh Lord! Yeah, that was Madonna. Remember when she had those? She came out. She was like.
Taylor, I mean no offense, but I do. No, you are pretty. Okay, honey.
It's great. I think it's wonderful. I mean, she's 32 years old. She's.
What predictions?
I think we've done it. I think this is the end.
Wow. Okay.
Not the end. I think this is the end of the beginning.
Yeah. This is the end of our start. Yeah.
We're going to be back every week.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you enjoyed this, let us know. Well, if you didn't enjoy this, let us know.
Yeah,
and tell us specifically what you did not like.
Yeah, please like and subscribe. Leave us comments.
Yeah, and we'll probably say more things to offend you.
Oh yeah, please, absolutely.
Everybody wants
I guarantee it.
Offend me.
That means you've been noticed. If you've been offended, that means you've been noticed.
Right. Yeah. We notice you, honey. We notice you. Goodness. Well, thank you all so much for listening for our first ever episode. If you like what you hear, and especially if you didn't, remember to subscribe now on your favorite podcasting app. Until next week, this has been the first of more ruckus episodes of The Velvet Hammer.